Things of peace. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's your friend again, Hussein Al Masharia, and today is the second Friday of the holy month. And because it's on a Friday, and due to demand, my friends have been asking me, Christian friends have been asking me, Hussein, what are the things, some of the things that you are not supposed to do when you are fasting? What are some things that nullifies Saum when you are fasting? And what can make your Saum invalid? So today I want to maybe teach them, and also my brothers, my fellow brother Muslims and sisters, teach them that and tell them we are going to look at some things that we are going to look at things that will be nullifying Saum and things that doesn't nullify Saum. But remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states directly in the Holy Quran that for example, if you eat, drink intentionally, those ones do break Saum. And if you also have sex intercourse, but for the sex intercourse, remember it has consequences that you have to fast 2 months. And you have to make sure that whenever you have, these are 2 months consecutive. It's not like you be counting a day, you skip a day. No. These are 2 months consecutive. You have to fast if you be having sex intercourse during the days of Ramadan. And for eating, if this one eating and drinking, this one is intentionally. So if you do them unintentionally, then you don't break your fast. So let's go on. And we are going to look at some things, maybe due to technology and our today's life. There are some things when you do doesn't break your fast. So some of them is using toothpaste or mouthwash. These ones, if you use the mouthwash and the toothpaste, especially if they are not that strong, because remember that whatever passes the throat and it's like a food or a drink, it nullifies some. So you have to make sure don't use those much strong toothpaste and much strong mouthwashes. And another thing is that the nutrition injections, this one breaks fast. Nutrition injection, this one breaks fast. We have having shower or a bath, this one doesn't break fast. But make sure that you don't drink the water, maybe or if you swallow the water maybe unintentionally, this one doesn't break the Saum. Then we have applying henna for our ladies. If you apply makeups, henna and cosmetics, this one doesn't nullify the Saum. And the other thing is the IV fluid. This is type of food, these the injections, these things. So these ones do nullify Saum because it gives you energy, it adds energy like the way food does. And another thing is lying. These people these days lies, swears, gossips, steals, using bad speeches. This one, etc, those bad things, but those small things, these ones doesn't nullify your Saum, but indeed these one reduce the reward of your Saum. So make sure you don't reduce your reward. And another thing is an inhaler. If someone is asthmatic, so if you use the inhaler, this one also doesn't break your Saum. So just don't worry when you are using inhalers. And another thing is smelling or applying the liquid, these liquid based perfumes and or incense, these ones doesn't break Saum also. And we have another thing, which is masturbation. Masturbation breaks Saum, by the way, so don't masturbate. And when I talk about masturbation, we'll say also hugging and kissing. This one, as long as you are the person you are hugging, okay, for hugging and kissing, these ones doesn't break Saum. But if they don't have any sexual intention arousal, so if they don't arouse you, this one doesn't break. This one doesn't break sex. That doesn't break fast. And another thing, we have the eardrop, maybe the medicine eardrop. This one doesn't break Saum because they do say that okay, even if the ear is ear is an opening, but it doesn't go to the stomach, so it doesn't break the fast. Then we have blood test, also doesn't break fast. We have injections. This one doesn't break the fast, but if they are energy giving injections, this one will break the fast. Then we have like we had talked about intentionally eating or like drinking. These ones we said breaks fast. And we have cupping. These ones is mostly for Muslims, will understand it mostly. These are like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that the one who is cupping and the cupped one, all of them both break the fast. Then we have like another thing is tasting food with I can say, for example, the tip of the tongue. If you are sure that it will not reach the throat, you can taste the food. Maybe you are the chef and you want to taste the food. You can taste the food and it will not break your fast. Another thing is like wet dreams. Wet dreams doesn't break the sex. Maybe wet dreams from waking up and you find yourself as you are junub, or like from relationship that night, the night does before doesn't break sex. So for example, because we Muslim, we have been told like if you are married, you can have sex with your wife during the night. So if you we wake up like junub, you have the wet dreams, this one doesn't break fast, so don't worry. Then we have vomiting. If you vomit unintentionally, this one doesn't break fast, but if you vomit intentionally, this one will break fast. Then another thing that you should be knowing that is like in the maybe like nose bleeding. Nose bleeding doesn't break the test as long as like it's not intentionally. And then we have like maybe sometimes like especially women do apply the makeup. We had said, as usual, we had said that makeup, the cosmetics, these things doesn't break fast. And then we have an eye drop. An eye drop will go as the ear drop. We will say an eye drop doesn't break fast. And we have donating blood breaks fast. Why does donating blood breaks fast and the blood test doesn't break fast? Because remember, you are like reducing much of the blood from your body. So if you are reducing much of the blood from your body, this means that it breaks fast. So like those are the things, some of the things that do breaks fast, and the others that doesn't break fast. So we should be sure about these things, and make sure that right now during this Ramadan, at least you change yourself. And remember that in the Holy Quran, as usual, and today being like on a Friday, we are going to at least like look at a verse and see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us. At least we have to know like what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us. Because if you know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us, we will say we will follow them. We will follow the reads of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we will be happy. Because remember, whoever lives by what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, this one will be happy as usual, and will have a simple life with him. So like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in this one we are going to read from the chapter 35 of the Holy Quran, verse 2. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ma yaftahillahu linnasi min rahmatin fala mumsika lah, wa ma yumsiku fala mursila lah min ba'di wa huwa al-azizul hakim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens unto mankind of mercy, none can withhold it. So remember that none can hold the mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given you, and that which he withhold, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says no one can release it. So just believe in God, have faith in God, wake up early, work hard, and make sure you believe in God, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us that the wife, the children, and everyone, these are just like lively world. So you are just happy with them here, but remember one day you will leave them. So just make sure you have faith in Allah, you believe in Allah, and you do everything for Allah. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at HM Masharia, and all those other pages, maybe social media pages, maybe the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everything at HM Masharia. And till we meet again, I do love you so much, and make sure you take care. Ramadan Kareem, Juma Mubarak.